Hi everyone. My topic today is about the matching attributes between Allah and Satan in the Quran. The translation is from Islamic resources. I will point also at the words which have been on purpose wrongly translated to divert people's attention. I will read the verses in Arabic first and then in English. So let me first share the screen with you about my topic. As I said, my topic is the matching attributes between Allah and Satan in the Quran. Now we go to the first attribute, which is arrogant, and read about Allah in Surah Al-Hashr. Al-Hashr means the crown. It says, the verse number 23, هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, the sovereign, the pure, the perfection, the grant of security, the overseer, the exalted in might, the compiler, the superior, exalted is Allah above whatever they associate with him. Superior exalted is the wrong translation of the original word. The correct translation should be arrogant. Al-Mutakabbir means arrogant. Now we move to Satan in Surah Sad. Sad is just an alphabet letter in the Arabic language. And we read in the verses 73 and 74 the following. فسجد الملائكة كلهم أجمعون إلا إبليس استكبر وكان من الكافرين. Except Iblis, he was arrogant and became among the disbelievers. Iblis is another word for Satan, and most of us know that Iblis is a Greek word. So here you see he's using the correct translation by Satan, arrogant, but by Allah he was using another word. The second attribute is the tempter. So let us read in Surah Al-Ankabut, which means the spider, in the verse number 3, وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ فَلِيَعْلَمَنَّ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا وَلِيَعْلَمَنَّ الْكَاذِبِينَ. But we have certainly tried those before them, and Allah will surely make evident those who are truthful, and He will surely make evident the liars. He translated the word fatanna to tried, but this is the wrong translation. The correct translation is tempt. We here refers to Allah because the speaker is Allah here. Now we go to the other verse about Satan. We read this in Surah Al-A'raf, which means, in the Islamic language, Al-A'raf, it's a fence between hell and heaven. And the verse number 27 says, يا بني آدم لا يفتننكم الشيطان كما أخرج أبويكم من الجنة ينزع عنهما لباسهما ليريهما سوآتهما إنه يراكم هو وقبيله من حيث لا ترونهم إنا جعلنا الشياطين أولياء للذين لا يؤمنون. In English, say, O children of Adam, let not Satan tempt you as he removed you parents from paradise, stripping them of their clothing to show them their private parts. Indeed, he sees you, he and his tribe, from where you do not see them. Indeed, we have made the devils alias to those who do not believe. So you see here, by Satan, he was using the correct translation, tempt. It's the same word, yaftun, fatanna. It's the same word like in the previous verse. So let us move now to the third attribute, which is pleasing the deeds. And let us read about Allah in Surah Al-Naml, which means the ants, in the verse number 4. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْآخِرَةِ زَيَّنَّ لَهُمْ أَعْمَالَهُمْ فَهُمْ يَعْمَهُونَ. Indeed, for those who do not believe in the hereafter, we have made pleasing to them their deeds, so they wander blindly. Can you imagine that Allah pleasing to them their deeds, so they wander blindly? Here, it reminds me about what Jesus Christ said, all the glory to him. It's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. And you see what Allah is doing here? Now we move to another verse and see if Satan do the same thing as Allah do. In Surah Al-An'am, which means the cattle, in the verse number 43, فلولا إذ جاءهم بأسنا تضرعوا ولكن قست قلوبهم وزين لهم الشيطان ما كانوا يعملون. Then why, when our punishment came to them, did they not humble themselves, but their hearts became hardened, and Satan made attractive to them that which they were doing. He is doing the same job as Allah do. He is making the attractive to them what they are doing. So let us move now to another verse from the same surah, Al-An'am, the cattle. In the verse number 108, it says, وَلَا تَسُبُّوا الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ مِن دُونَ اللَّهِ فَيَسُبُّوا اللَّهَ عَدْوًا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ كَذَلِكَ زَيَّنَّا لِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ عَمَلَهُم ثُمَّ إِلَى رَبِّهِمْ مَرْجِعُهُم فَيُنَبِّئُهُم بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And do not insult those who they invoke other than Allah, lest they insult Allah in enmity without knowledge. Thus we have made pleasing to every community their deeds, then to their Lord is their return, and He will inform them about what they used to do. We here refers to Allah because He's the speaker here. And you see He is pleasing to every community their deeds, right? Then later their return will be to Him, to Allah, and He will inform them about what they were doing. Instead of guiding them to the straight path, to the correct path, no. He is pleasing them with their deeds. Okay, let's move now to another verse in Surah Al-Hajr, which means the stone, in the verse number 39. قال ربي بما أغويتني لأزينن لهم في الأرض ولأغوينهم أجمعين. Iblis said, My Lord, because you have put me in error, I will surely make disobedience attractive to them on earth, and I will mislead them all. Put me in error has been wrongly translated. The correct translation is seduce. It means Iblis said, My Lord, because you have seduced me. And mislead them is also a wrong translation, because the correct translation is seduce them. Because this verb, أغويتني, أغوينهم, is the same one. Why he is using two different translations for the same word? And you can imagine that Allah is seducing Satan, and lately Satan will seduce all the people. Okay. Now, let us move to the other verse from Surah Al-Anfal, which means the precious booty, especially when women are included in this booty, right? In verse number 48, it says, وَإِذْ زَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَعْمَالَهُم وَقَالَ لَا غَالِبَ لَكُمُ الْيَوْمَ مِنَ النَّاسِ وَإِنِّي جَارٌ لَكُمْ فَلَمَّا تَرَاءَتِ الْفِئَتَانِ نَكَصَ عَلَى عَقِبَيْهِ وَقَالَ إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِنْكُمْ إِنِّي أَرَى مَا لَا تَرُونَ إِنِّي أَخَافُ اللَّهَ وَاللَّهُ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. And remember, when Satan made their deeds pleasing to them and said, No one can overcome you today from among the people, and indeed I am your protector. But when the two armies sighted each other, he turned on his heels and said, Indeed I am disassociated from you. Indeed I see what you do not see. Indeed I fear Allah, and Allah is severe in penalty. Here you see Satan made their deeds pleasing, exactly like Allah do. The same thing. And remember, this word remember do not exist in the original script. I don't know why he's adding words from himself, the writer of Quran. So now we move to the fourth attribute, which is who makes mankind forget. Let us read about Allah in Surah Al-Baqarah, which means the cow. In the verse number 106, ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Whenever we abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, we bring one better than it or one equal to it. Do you not know that Allah is powerful over everything? Okay, Allah is the speaker here. And the question is, why you are bringing an equal verse to one which exists already? What's the benefit in it? You are bringing a verse equal to one it's already existing. What's the benefit? Okay, let us move now to the next verse, to Satan. In Surah Al-Mujadala, the meaning of Al-Mujadala is arguing. In the verse number 19, it says, استحوذ عليهم الشيطان فأنساهم ذكر الله أولئك حزب الشيطان ألا إن حزب الشيطان هم الخاسرون. The Shaitan has prevailed upon them, so he has made them neglect to remember Allah. They are the party of Shaitan. Be assured that it is the members of the party of Shaitan that are the losers. He used for the same word, ansahum, right? Another word. For the same word, ansahum, he used another word to translate. He wrote neglect, but it is wrong translation. The correct translation is forget and not neglect. He's playing just with words. Sorry. Now we go to another verse in Surah Al-A'la, which means the above. In the verses number 6 and 7, it says, سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى. We will make you recite, then you will not forget except that which Allah wills. Indeed, He knows what's manifest and what is hidden. Allah is the speaker here. My question is, why you are reciting him something, then you let him forget it, or you make him forget it. Why? Why didn't you recite him what you want him to keep in his mind? It's really very strange. Okay, let us move now to other verse from Surah Al-An'am. Al-An'am means the cattle. So in the verse number 68, it says, وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَ الَّذِينَ يَخُوضُونَ فِي آيَاتِنَا فَأَعْرِضْ عَنْهُمْ حَتَّى يَخُوضُوا فِي حَدِيثٍ غَيْرِهِ وَإِمَّا يُنْسِيَنَّكَ الشَّيْطَانُ فَلَا تَقْعُدْ بَعْدَ الذِّكْرَى مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. When you see those who indulge in our verses, turn away from them until they become occupied with some other discourse. If Satan should cause you to forget, then do not sit with the unjust people after recollection. You see here, Satan causes you to forget, exactly like Allah do. And I have something else. I don't know why he's putting blaspheming between the brackets for the meaning of indulge. Blaspheming has nothing to do with indulge, right? And this instruction do not exist in the original word. In the original script, I mean. Now let us move to the fifth attribute, which is misleader. And let us read in Surah Ibrahim. Ibrahim is the name of our father, Abraham. In the verse number 4, it says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ رَسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ لِيُبَيِّنَ لَهُمْ فَيَضُلُّ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. And we did not send any messenger except speaking in the language of his people to state clearly for them. And Allah sends astray thereby whom he wills and guides whom he wills. And he is the exalted in might, the wise. Send astray is the wrong translation. The correct translation is mislead or stray, because we have here the verb yadullu, right? Yadullu. It means stray or mislead. So now we go to the other verse from Surah Yasin. Yasin is just the name of person, and as usual, the Islamic commentators differ in their interpretation. Some of them say it's a name for Muhammad, and some of them is something else. But I don't want to go in this topic now. Okay. Anyway, let us read what the verses 60 and 61, 62 say. ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم أن لا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن أعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون. Did I not enjoin upon you, O children of Adam, that you not worship Satan? For indeed he is to you a clear enemy, and that you worship only me. This is the straight path, and he had already led astray from among you much of creation. So did you not use reason? He translated the word adalla, which is the past verb of yadullu, in led astray. It's the wrong translation. The correct translation should be also the past verb of mislead or stray. Misleaded or strayed, the people. So now we move now to another verse from Surah Al-Nisa. Al-Nisa means the women. And the verse number 88 say, فما لكم في المنافقين فئتين والله أركسهم بما كسبوا أتريدون أن تهدوا من أضل الله ومن يضلل الله فلن تجد له سبيلا. What's the matter with you that you are two groups concerning the hypocrites, while Allah has made them fall back into error and disbelief for what they earned? Do you wish to guide those whom Allah has sent astray? And he whom Allah sends astray, never will you find for him a way of guidance. This is the same problem. Send astray. There is no word of send here. It is only just a verb. It means he has to say has stray. Allah has stray, and Allah here also sends astray. It's wrong. Whom Allah stray. It's yudlil. So why he is putting send additional to the word? I don't know. Okay, let's now go to the other verse, to the verses number 3 and 4 from Surah Al-Hajj, which means pilgrimage. It says, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يُجَادِلُ فِي اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَيَتَّبِعُ كُلُّ شَيْطَانٍ مَرِيدٍ كتب عليه أنه من تولاه فإنه يضله ويهديه إلى عذاب السعير. And of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge and follows every rebellious devil. It has been decreed for him that whoever turns to him, he will misguide him and will lead him to the punishment of the blaze. He is using now for the same word يضله another word, misguide. Misguide is the wrong translation. The correct translation is mislead or stray. Simply, stray. It means he will stray him, and will lead him to the punishment of the blaze. So it's just playing with words. Now we come again to Allah in this matter of misleading, and we read in the verse 27 in Surah Ibrahim, يثبت الله الذين آمنوا بالقول الثابت في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ويضل الله الظالمين ويفعل الله ما يشاء. Allah will establish and strengthen those who believe with the word that stands firm in this world and in the hereafter. But Allah will leave to stray those who do wrong. Allah doeth what he wills. Leave to stray is the wrong translation. The correct translation should be mislead, because the verb is وَيَضُلُّ, mislead or stray, and not leave to stray. No, it's a wrong translation. So now we go to Surah Al-Nisa, which means the women, in the verse number 60. أَلَمْ تَرَى إلى الذين يزعمون أنهم آمنوا بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك يريدون أن يتحاكموا إلى الطاغوت وقد أمروا أن يكفروا به ويريد الشيطان أن يضلهم ضلالا بعيدا. Have you not seen those who claim to have believed in what was revealed to you and what was revealed before you? They wish to refer legislation to Taghut while they were commanded to reject it, and Satan wishes to lead them far astray. Lead them far astray is the wrong translation. The correct translation is mislead them to far astray. This is the correct translation. And he put this "O Muhammad" between brackets. I don't know why, because it's not existing in the original script in Arabic. And he used also the word tagut, which is in Arabic, in the English translation. So for those people who don't know what's the meaning of tagut, it's the juggernaut, right? So now we come to the last attribute, which is causer of enmity and hatred between mankind. And let us read in Surah Al-Ma'idah, which means dining table, in the verse number 14. وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَهُمْ فَنَسُوا حَظًّا مِمَّا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ فَأَغْرَيْنَا بَيْنَهُمُ الْعَدَاوَةَ وَالْبَغْضَاءَ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ وَسَوْفَ يُنَبِّئُهُمُ اللَّهُ بِمَا كَانُوا يَصْنَعُونَ. And from those who say, we are Christians, we took their covenant, but they forgot a portion of that of which they were reminded. So we caused among them the animosity and hatred until the day of the resurrection, and Allah is going to inform them about what they used to do. The speaker here is Allah. So you see, Allah is causing among them the animosity and hatred. So now we move to Satan and see if he's doing the same job as Allah do. In the same surah, but the verse number 91. إنما يريد الشيطان أن يوقع بينكم العداوة والبغضاء في الخمر والميسر ويصدكم عن ذكر الله وعن الصلاة فهل أنتم منتهون. Satan only wants to cause between you animosity and hatred through intoxicants and gambling, and to avert you from the remembrance of Allah and from prayer. So will you not desist? So you see, Satan is doing the same job as Allah. He's causing animosity and hatred between human beings. So now we came to the end, and I want to make a very simple conclusion to this topic. A man has not his own choice, because Allah either guide him to goodness or mislead him to badness. Allah and Satan are the same person, playing two roles in the Quran, because what Allah do, the Satan can do also. Thank you very much for your listening and you watching the video, and I hope that you will watch my next videos too. They will be in different topics, Islamic and Christian topics. So if you have any questions, any comments, just write it in the comments field, and I will answer you. Thank you very much again for your watching and your listening to this video. Bye.